Our first guest for tonight is Dr. Mel Thompson, an infectious disease researcher at Deakin University. She's been using crowdfunding campaigns to fund her medical research. Dr. Thompson, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Oh, we've got you there. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Now, Dr. Thompson, first things first, where are those 70 teaspoons?
Who knows, really? You know, there's more important questions to ask, really.
I'll get to the more important ones now. Now, Dr. Thompson, Dr. Mel, you did some crowdfunding to research the use of maggots in cleaning wounds. Now, we know it's already difficult getting government grants for medical research. Is it even more difficult when you're researching things that are not so glamorous, like maggots? Like, have you thought about researching into puppies cleaning wounds rather than maggots cleaning wounds?
Well, yes, but it's really hard to get ethics to do things with puppies. It's much easier to do things with invertebrates because the ethics process is much simpler.
We were chatting before, and in many ways medicine has become like a business, and it involves marketing, which obviously Big Pharma are all over, but you yourself have been really successful with grassroots campaigns to explain the need for your research, like the Hips for Hipsters crowdfunding campaign.
Yes.
How do you go about selling something like new antibiotic solutions to the public, like particularly when you've got a shoestring budget?
Well, it was quite fun. I worked with some artists actually to make a crowdfunding video for that Hips for Hipsters campaign. I worked with James Hudson of Bridge 8, who's a animator, and he made me a very funky video so that I could tell my story about the rise in antibiotic-resistant bacteria and the fact that perhaps we need to save the hipsters because in the future we just wouldn't have treatments for them.
Nobody cares about hipsters, Dr.
I know.
Mel. You're never getting funding
look,
to save the hipsters.
Look, and I did. No, there is people who care about hipsters, apparently. But not as many as that cared about maggots, maybe. But there was, you know, maggots, hipsters.
No, it's a fair comparison, it is.
Yeah, it's hard to say which was more popular, maggots or hipsters. But yeah, they were equally as well funded, as it were, by crowdfunding. So, but it's really good to be able to explain my research to people and how I do it and how long it takes. That's another thing, because a lot of the way the media tells science stories and medical research stories is to say, look, wow, there's been this big breakthrough, but then actually the process of delivering that to people that have those diseases can take 15, 20 years from those sort of whiz-bang discovery times. And so to be able to talk to people directly about that was really good.
Well, on the maggots, on the subject of there was the Mighty Maggots versus Flesh Nom Bugs possible campaign. So people who donated $50 or more received an original painting done by maggots.
Absolutely.
What kind of style do maggots paint in? Is it pre or post-impressionist?
I think it's very much like Jackson Pollock, and I think, you know, the government paid $1.3 million for that back in the 70s for blue poles, and I really think that they should consider putting my maggot paintings in the National Gallery of Australia.
Well, also, but on that campaign, people who donated $500 or more were invited to a maggot racing session with live odds.
Yes, absolutely. We did maggot racing, and red maggots do go faster.
Wow.
Maybe that's the future of the Spring Racing Carnival, with the maggots on the track rather than in the stands.
Yeah, that's right. It's a different kind of getting maggoted at the Spring Racing Carnival.
Now, we see crowdfunding campaigns like the infamous potato salad campaign, where a man simply hungry for a single serving of potato salad overshoots somewhat, and next thing he's putting on a $55,000 gala potato salad event for his hometown. Is it frustrating if people are ignoring your maggots and chasing the potato salad dream?
Well, you know, crowdfunding is all about the hook of your campaign and whether or not it goes viral and whether basically hipsters like it. They weren't interested in saving themselves apparently, but they were interested in eating a lot of potato salad. And here in Australia, Possible had a chicken palmy campaign that went absolutely supernova in similar ways, where a man was trying to crowdfund nights out at the pub and said, come give me $20 and I'll take you for a chicken palmy, and he had to go and take all of these sort of hundreds of thousands of people to the pub and buy the palmy. So there's all sorts of crazy things that goes on with crowdfunding.
Oh, well, Dr. Mel, thanks so much for explaining to us how crowdfunding works. And thank you so much for joining us tonight and explaining to us about the maggot research. I hope that keeps going well.
We hope so.
Wonderful. Well, we're going to go to a break. Thanks again to Dr. Mel. We'll see you soon.